given to the followers of Jesus was the title, The Way, taken from Jesus' great teaching in the Gospel of John, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Peter would later affirm that identity, describing the way that leads to Jesus as the way of truth. It wasn't, as we hear in the Acts of the Apostles, much later in time when the Christians formed a community in Antioch that they were first called Christian. And the gospel today is a very rich gospel spiritually, for it reminds us that to follow in the footsteps of the Lord, it is a journey. It is following the way, a way that is described by the teachings of Jesus and revealed to us in the Word, sustained in our hearts through the Eucharist. And the way to the Lord is not an easy way. It's not a way that one sort of stumbles upon. It's a way that is challenging, a way that is filled with many opportunities that others don't see or realize or experience. The way that leads to the Lord is a way that goes through a narrow gate, and not everyone has the endurance, the perseverance, the resilience to stay the course following that path that leads to the way. We see that many choose the path that's very wide, and that leads to confusion, and leads to a dissipation of some of the more significant teachings of the Lord. People don't hang in there when they go through the wide gate. They just find the easiest path. And while that's understandable, the way to Jesus is a way that requires sacrifice, persistence. The choices that we make are deliberate. We think about who we are trying to become as we reflect on the life of Jesus. And so today, the Lord invites us to follow him on the way that leads through the narrow gate, the path that's not just all about sacrifice and suffering and challenge. The way that takes us through the narrow gate is filled with grace and hope and mercy and forgiveness. It's all about new life, a life that only the Lord can give us, a life that is the reward for those who move through the narrow gate and choose to model our life, form their values, determine their choices out of the teachings of Jesus, the Son of God. It's easy to take for granted the way that leads to the Lord. We pray for one another as we seek to draw closer to the path that leads only to the Lord himself.
Thank you for participating in this production of our virtual Mass. Your presence means so much. Every day, so many parishioners connect to OLPH through the digital ministry. The digital ministry is one of almost 80 ministries supported by the parish. That's why your support of the parish is crucial, so we can continue to have the resources to fund all of our ministries that touch the lives of many. Thank you for watching, continue to watch, and thanks again for your support.